Hey, just wanted to get on here, give my thoughts and opinions on the breaking news that's happening today on Charlie Kirk. Actually, I actually recorded a video just talking about it. Didn't realize that my voice actually wasn't recording. And so I wanted to get back out here, make a new video, make a new recording of what I pretty much said in my other video, man. And, just we're talking about Charlie Kirk, the founder of Turning Point USA, the young conservative social media platformist who truly made a name for himself in these past 4 years, but has been doing active conservatism as far as trying to grow that movement probably ever since he created Turning Point USA when he was 18. I remember first hearing about Charlie Kirk, Charlie back in probably about 2017 was the first time I heard about him. Wasn't the biggest fan, but I've always been somebody who values different opinions. Personally, I'm a independent. I recognize myself as an independent, but I will say in the elections I voted Democrat, but I don't mind conservative people talking and their opinions. I'll listen to them. If I agree, I agree. If I don't, I don't. That's the type of thing I have with it. But when it comes to this situation, I guess I'll break it down how I first found out. I was just looked at my phone. I seen Apple News popped up out of nowhere. And sometimes Apple News pop up, you don't really pay attention to it, but I seen Charlie Kirk. I said, what the heck? And they said he got shot. I'm like, what the? He got shot. So I started doing my research. I go on YouTube. I go on Reddit. And I'm like, okay. So I figure out, okay, he got shot in Utah. He got shot in the neck. And as I'm going through these comments, I'm seeing people, there's like two types of comments. There's one people set a comment saying, man, rest in peace. Whether you're Democrat, Republican, this is unacceptable. There's no way this should be happening in our country. Rest in peace to that man. Okay. Then the other side are saying, man, that video of that assassination was brutal. I mean, this is what the other comments were saying. They're saying that assassination tip was, it was crazy. Like, there's no way he survived that. And I'm like, dang, it was that bad? But you heard get shot in the neck, it's bad, but you're like, there's no chance he's going to survive. All that blood and all this and that. You got people saying, I'm pretty desensitized to stuff like that, but this even made my stomach turn. I'm like, dang. And the human in me, I'm like, I'm going to have to check this out myself. And so I'm looking for it. I'm on Reddit. I don't have a Twitter. I don't have an X. I'm on Reddit trying to find that stuff. I'm like, I can't find the right video. I'm just finding like these far away stuff. You see him kind of get shot, but you don't really see nothing like that. And so I go on TikTok. I see a comment saying, what's on TikTok too? So I type it on TikTok and I finally find it. And I'm like, and it's the real one. You see the blood gushing out and everything. And when I tell y'all, when I seen that video, it made my stomach turn. It really did. It was bad. To see this man in the middle of a sentence get shot in the neck, to see this man's body tense up when he gets shot, you see his arms tense up. You see, as soon as you get, then you see him fall over. You're seeing how he loses bodily control, right? To see that, it was pretty tough, man. It was pretty tough to see that. Like I said, it's not something you want to see. It made my stomach turn. And then you see all that, the amount of blood that was gushing out. My goodness, man. It was truly sad to see that happen to that man. That's one of them things, if I could, probably wouldn't watch that video again if I could go back and do that. Just to not have it in my spirit. because it was brutal. I'm not going to lie. It was, whenever you see somebody in their final moments, excuse me.
Fabio says,
whenever you see somebody in their final moments, they die, they get shot, stuff like that, it's truly sad. Ooh, my bad. I'm out here working, grinding, trying to make a little extra money on this little side gig, Uber or whatnot. But man, it was super sad to see that. You know, like I said, I'm a independent, but I do listen to conservative podcasts. Like, I'm a pretty big fan of the PBD podcast. I like Patrick Bet David. I like Valuetainment. I'll listen to their podcast pretty consistently, I would say. Besides that, I won't say I'm a big conservative podcast to listen to. Maybe little Ben Shapiro, maybe a little Candace Owens, but not too much, you know. But definitely PBD is my main one. But when you have these different opinions, this is what I always say, man. It's good to have different opinions to see where people are at in the nation. You want to know how everybody kind of thinking, right? You don't want to just know how your side is thinking about stuff. You want to know how the other side is thinking about stuff too, right? Maybe you may agree with some stuff, maybe you don't. But it's always good to have both sides, right? I mean, this freedom of speech is what we have here in America. It's a protected right? It's a protected under the Constitution, First Amendment. But like I always say, you have freedom of speech, but you're not free of consequences. And I know this might be controversial to say right now, but you're not free of consequences. So, like I say, man, if you out here, and I'm not saying this is what Charlie was doing, but if you're out here, this is just going what I'm saying right now. If you're out here saying things, racist things, or things that really truly offend somebody, you can say that, and you're not going to go to jail for saying that. But guess what? If somebody takes it upon themselves and they say to themselves, I'm going to shoot this mother effer in the head, I'm going to shoot this mother effer in the heart, I'm going to kill this mother effer, that's a consequence of what you're saying. And it's messed up, I know, but this is the reality we live in. Seriously, this is the reality we live in. And unfortunately, Charlie had to learn that lesson the hard way. You know, it's not justifying that he was shot. Of course, it's not doing that. It's just being real. It's just being real. Like I said, it's just a sad situation, though, man. Because I mean, you don't want to see anybody die, though. You know, you don't want to see, especially when you take a step back from politics and you start to look at these, you know, at people as actual human beings, as life forms, as, you know, creations from God, and people who have families, moms, dads, wives, kids, and to see somebody be taken off this planet. I mean, he had a young family, man, 1 and 3-year-old, and to see, I mean, they ain't gonna have no dad. They not even going to probably remember their dad. Maybe the 3-year-old might remember a little bit, but come on. You know what I'm saying? You really don't remember like that at 3. And so, it is just, it really is sad, man. You don't want that type of stuff to happen. And I will say too, you don't want it to happen for that reason, and also because you don't want this to be a reoccurring theme in our politics. I mean, come on. We don't want to see politicians get shot and killed, man. Right? I mean, maybe like you really hate Trump. You're like, I want Trump to get assassinated. Somebody needs to take that man out. Okay, that's your opinion. Well, how I will counter that is, okay, Trump gets shot, then what? You think conservatives are, these radical conservatives, not all conservatives, of course, but the radical conservatives are going to let that go? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. They going to want blood in return. They going to want blood in return. And if they hit somebody high enough on the Democrats, don't let them hit somebody like Obama. Because it's going to be a war out here. It's going to be you don't want this type of stuff to happen, because it will not end good. Okay? You don't want these people to get shot and killed. As a Democrat, independent but vote Democrat, I don't want people to get shot politically and killed. I don't want to see it. I want to see people from the left debate these people on shows, and to out-articulate and to just out-conversate these people in your opinion. I don't want to see people get shot. Come on. That's not how you do stuff, man. I mean, this ain't the Banana Republic out here, man. This is the United States of America. And I know people are going to say, man, but United States, man, throughout our history, I mean, just look at our history. You got Abraham Lincoln. You got people in our history, John F. Kennedy. You had, who was it? Was it Cleveland? Hoover. Somebody else got shot. McKinley, I think, actually. I'm sorry. I should know that. But I know another president got assassination attempt on him, and there's been plenty, of course, Trump. I mean, there's been attempts on Obama's life, right? But we just don't hear about it. But for something like this to happen, you don't want this type of stuff to happen. And for us to see the video of it happening like that, I think that's what's made it even worse. I think that's what's made it even more gut-wrenching, man. Kind of like how when we all seen George Floyd die. I mean, you had conservative people saying what the police officers did was wrong at that time, right? Because when you see video, when you see with your own eyes, it's different. It hits different, right? I mean, come on. And I know nowadays it's not the same sentiment regarding George Floyd from a lot of conservatives, but at that time, when that video first came out, like how we first seen this Charlie Kirk video, man, it was a unified effort against that officer. It really was. It was, this was some effed up stuff right here. You see what I'm saying? And the same thing with Mr. Kirk, man. It's just not, it's not what you want to see, man. That's my opinion on it. Let me know what y'all think about it. That's all I got for today.